You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, my goodness, everything is about race. Hell, Mr. Matrix brought you a video earlier talking about Deadspin somehow making the LeBron James Isaiah Stewart incident about race. And then there's Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm still trying to figure out why this young fella, in self-defense, by the way, of an area he lives in. Let's break that narrative first. Kyle Rittenhouse, he came across state lines because he's one of those people that lives basically on the state line and he has to go back and forth across the state line. He's got family that lives right across the state line. He worked over in Kenosha. Kenosha was his home, but the media won't let you know that, by the way. They will not. Okay, you'd have thought he carried that gun, which, by the way, he didn't carry anywhere, came 350 miles and then crossed the state line, and then he actually opened fire on all black people. That's not what happened at all. And these three guys that two of the guys he had to put down, one of them didn't get put down. They were three complete and total criminal scumbags. And for some reason, black folks have decided to make it their issue to go out and co-sign these three assholes. Y'all wouldn't let that guy anywhere on your property. You shouldn't. Nobody should. Those guys were criminal scumbags, and the cops, because of the defund the police movement, had to back off and were just letting businesses and shit get burnt down. And now you guys are going out there making these blatant statements involving Kyle Rittenhouse. And Lord knows, when I need to know something, I'm looking for a 21-year-old track athlete to get my social commentary from. That's exactly the first place I'm going. Are you kidding me? And on top of it, you segregate yourself from your fans. You're supposed to be a U.S. track and field star representing the USA, which, by the way, has all ethnicities in it, regardless of how hard the Democratic Party tries to segregate us by color again. Oh, let's get to this. I'm black before I am an athlete. Sha Carri Richardson calls out fans who disagree with the content she posts. Guys, you remember she got suspended for smoking weed. I commended her for fully owning it, and she did. But then she went out and she run her mouth about an upcoming meet. She got the doors blown off of her by all the Jamaicans who, by the way, came right out and said she pissed them off, so they blew the doors off of her. And she has, at times, basically said that smoking weed is more important than running a race. Okay. Christ. Sha Carri Richardson has become just as known for her outspoken personality as she has her track skills. And she addressed both on November 20th on social media. Posted directed at anyone who takes issue with content she shares. The 21-year-old track and field sprinter made it clear to her followers that she is a black woman first and athlete second, after she appeared to receive some backlash for sharing a post comparing the acquittal of Kenosha protest shooter, Jesus, the media, Yahoo, Kyle Rittenhouse, to the murders of Tamir Rice and Trayvon Martin, both whose killers also received no criminal consequences. By the way, the three cases couldn't be more different, but okay. Quote, I am stopping by to say this. I am black before I am an athlete. So if you don't like the fact that I post for what I believe in and for my people, and you are not a believer in that, then simply unfollow me, she encouraged. The record breaker sprinting. By the way, I'd probably left it at that. I'd have been like, you know what? I won't do this video, even though you said something dumb by comparing the other cases, but fine, I'll let it go. Then she says the record-breaking sprinter took aim at those who are, quote, blinded by privilege. What kind of privilege exactly? is that privilege, and bluntly stated that that's not for them, and she will continue to post all pro-black content she likes. All right. You're not going to stop seeing it because that's the reality we live in, and if you are blinded by privilege, then you can't be a fan of mine's. All right. She said, so take it or leave it, unfollow me or not, but I'm going to continue to share and spread the word of reality for black society and for the people that are around that understand as well. But I'm not stopping, so unfollow me. Well, number one, I mean, I've got to be honest with you. You don't live in any kind of reality that's actually around here in the United States. You live in the reality of Joy Reid. And that's not a lunatic you want to live in the reality of. Fans haven't always sided with Richardson throughout her quick rise to fame over the past 2 years, but at this moment they were proud. Period. Black before anything. She said what needed to be said. Finally, she talking with sense. No, she's not. Good God. On November 19th, Rittenhouse was found not guilty for the killing of Anthony Huber and Joseph Rosenbaum at a 2020 protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where they were burning down everything, and they attacked him. There, I added some truth into it. Where he also shot and injured Gage Groskraus. Richardson has been one of many who have drawn comparisons between Rittenhouse, the death of Tamir Rice, who was killed in the 2014 by police while holding a toy gun. Again, they have nothing to do with each other, nothing at all. So, once again, we have an athlete that has went out there in much the same way as like LeBron back in the day in that documentary, whatever interview it was, where he basically admitted he hated white people. We've got another black athlete that has come out and basically said, if you're white, piss off. That's basically what they just said. It's amazing how we are trying to bring segregation roaring back from 50 years ago into 2021. That's not what America is supposed to be about, and somehow, some way, the brain neurons are not clicking together for you to realize that. This is the media's doing, and people are buying into it, hook, line, and sinker, and then they're spreading crap like this on their social media. Good God. I mean, let's be honest. Sha Carri Richardson seems like a total idiot now. A total idiot. Going out there, making these statements, and then saying, hey, if you're white, which is what you're saying, blinded by privilege. I mean, we know, if that's your train of thought, you're telling white people to go away, which is just stupid. It's stupid. It means you bought into every narrative, everything that Joy Reid says, everything that LeBron James says, everything that Al Sharpton says, everything that the Marxist organization Black Lives Matter has said, and all the idiots out there protesting in the street over something that does not exist, instead of putting in the time to do something worthwhile, like stopping the black-on-black violence in all of these large cities. God almighty. I mean, you want to talk about a cause that anybody in their common sense, regardless of color, will get behind. That is a cause everybody would get behind. But that's not the cause you're going after. You're going after a cause that is not even in reality. And 3 sorry-ass white MFers get popped in self-defense, and that's made into a racial issue. Why? I don't get it. Oh, but they're out there protesting Jacob Blake. Okay, he was a no-good MFer too. He's not worth anybody's time, and he's not dead. Jalen Rose? Crying out loud. I still find it awfully crazy how many people don't care about the girl that Jacob Blake did the bad things to. She was black, by the way. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's crazy. What an insult to her. Here we are all this time later. What an insult to her. She doesn't deserve that. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Sha Carri Richardson Another lunatic athlete, a 21-year-old at that. She don't know shit from Shinola yet. And she's out there making these broad statements just saying, hey, basically, if you're white, piss off. Okay, you don't have to tell me twice. Peace. I'm out. Till next.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.